Hi everyone, this is Pam from I Want the Truth. Today we're going to touch base on a couple of things that I think is really important. Of course, we have the inauguration coming up. Very tense time. I know it's got me stressed, to be honest with you. It has a lot of people stressed out. I'm seeing all over Facebook, everyone saying, I just, wish I knew what was going on. Then, we got a couple things that no one's talking about. And talking about China, Korea, we appear weak, and they're making, Korea's making threats, China's making moves. What is Trump doing? What is Biden doing? Does Biden know who he is and what he's doing? Kamala, is she fit to be a president? Just everything's so crazy. I know that there was a fire at the Capitol today, or smoke or something. I couldn't find much information on that. So let's just dig in. So first of all, what I would like to talk about is China. So China has troops on the border, our Canadian border, so Canada and the U.S., and they're there for training, supposedly. They've been there for 3 months, and now this is all, the government didn't come out and say this. This is people that do their own investigations, and something happened, and this is what people are saying happened. So this part's true. So this is on record. Somewhere's near our border in Canada, in one of those states up there, someone saw Chinese troops coming in, and they all called the police. A lot of people called the police and said, "What are all these Chinese troops down on such and such road or avenue or what have you?" There's thousands of trucks and tanks coming in, and it's all Chinese military markings and things like that. So the police go out there and they don't see anything. So then the police say, "Well, we're getting so many calls, this has to be true." So they call the FBI. So the FBI goes out there and they don't see anything. And same thing, they're like, they looked at all the calls that came in. They're like, everybody can't be lying. So they called the military and notified the right people, and the FBI and military are investigating it, but they couldn't find anything. Supposedly, that's what they told everybody. Then a plane goes up, a fighter jet goes up, or a plane, I'm not sure what kind of plane it was, or jet, goes up and is looking, and is in the area looking, and that plane gets shot down. Problem is, they don't find the pilot. The plane was found with live ammunition, and the story is from military people that they don't send a plane up with live ammunition unless they're going to use it or think they're going to use it. But they never sent a plane up with just one pilot. If they're going to use live ammunition, they are going to need another person to be shooting. So, supposedly, there's always two people in the plane if they're going to be carrying live ammunition. So, the plane shot down, and they can't find the pilot. So the pilot probably ejected, but he was never found, so they believe he was taken captive. So then they're, doing this search. They still can't find anything, but obviously the pilot found something. Well, then there's a report that there's 4 acres of freshly burnt out trees and grass and, foliage. So we dropped the bomb there. Now, this is on American land, and the story is that there was underground bunkers that the Chinese military are in in the United States. Okay? And we blew them all up and killed them. And I guess we, also our pilot. They still haven't found the pilot. So, this is an act of war. There's no other. So training is bullcrap on the Canadian border. Now, also, there's Chinese troops in Mexico border, not New Mexico, the Mexico border, who are very lenient. And they are supposed to be training, the Chinese are supposed to be training there. So, but, nothing's going on there yet. Nobody's seen anything odd or, ships being deployed or what have you. But that's extremely scary. That's something that's kept me up at night. Now, we live near an airport and Sunny Point military, and I will tell you that the activity with the F-16 fighter jets and the big, huge helicopters, and the helicopters are in and out all day long. Like, I don't know what they're bringing in. And but they are doing maneuvers Saturday night. They did maneuvers up to like 9:30, 10 o'clock. Sunday night, last night, they did them up to like 7:30. And I did hear them all day going over the ocean, though. So before they were coming from Sunny Point way, we're in Oak Island. So today they're going out towards the ocean. So I don't know what they're doing. But we're getting ready for something. We are getting ready for something. They said nobody's talking about nuking, so don't worry about any of that. But, are they going to really tell us? Okay, so let's move on to the next things that we need to talk about. Sorry about that. So then we have the inauguration. And is Trump going to leave? Now, I am a Trump supporter. And I know, I get a lot of nasty mail, but oh well. We all got to support somebody, and I'm a Trump supporter. Don't believe in violence. I do believe if we are being attacked by the Chinese, we need to retaliate and do what we got to do. Next thing I'm going to say is going to piss a lot of people off. But if we are in a war with China, that means Trump does not step down. So I don't know what's going on, okay? But I've been asking people and trying to find out. And, I know some people pretty high up in the military, and everybody's like, we'll find out. That's what they're saying. We'll find out. We'll see. So, okay, so we got, maybe he's staying in office if we're in a war with China. Oh, and did I mention that Iran and Iraq are involved in all this also? But so that's really scary, and I'll tell you about Korea in a little bit. But so then we got Biden, and we just look like a weak country, guys. If Trump stays in, we're weak. If Biden comes in, we're weak. No matter what we do, we're divided. No matter who you support, we have to come together as a country, and United States has to unite. We the people have to back whoever's in office. I mean, we really have to do that. So hopefully that'll make them get their crap together. And, they got to get their shit together. I mean, they're a bunch of lunatics, the Democrats and Republicans in the House. I mean, this is just crazy. All because they hate Trump, I mean, it's just nuts. So let's talk about Korea for about 10 seconds. So then Korea, I watched, they released 5 days ago, they said that no matter who's in office, so they were having their Senate on the floor. I'm not sure their exact, how they do things and what they're called. But anyway, they were in the House, just like our setup is, and Kim Jong-un, whatever he is, he says that no matter who is in office, Biden or Trump, they are weak, and they are a problem, a solid problem to Korea, and they must be taken care of. That he will start improving the reach of his nukes, because something has to be done about the United States, and it needs to be done immediately. Okay, and you can find these all these videos and everything. All you got to do is Google it. I mean, and it'll bring up videos, it'll bring up documents, it'll bring up everything. They're saying that Korea has nukes that can reach the United States, and he is saying he will use them. That's exactly what he's saying. They have to do something about the United States because we're just out of control. And right now we're weak, so this is the time to hit us. I don't want to go to war. I don't want to get nuked, you know? Please, everyone, please come together. Come together. And call your senators and tell them that we're willing to come together now. I pray for us 30 times a day. Well, even the ones that don't like me, God bless yous. Everybody stay safe. I love yous all. Peace. I really mean it. I just pray for peace. And, okay, so I'll be back. I'm going to check out a couple more things. I will be back later on tonight and then again in the morning. Thank you. This is Pam McGann with I Want the Truth.